Welcome to this video. My name is Dr. Ozkaya and I work as Chief Information Security Officer at Xcitium. With me today is Valentine. Valentine, who are you and what are you doing in the company?
Hello, my name is Valentine. I'm the IT manager in the company and I manage the internal endpoints.
Perfect. So what we aim with this video is to give you weekly updates on what's happening in the world. All right, let's start.
My first question is, what is the pain point as being a CISO? How can I help you answer the questions regarding our environment? Can I do your life easier?
I'm a bit luckier. Why? Because I have one of the world's best engineers creating one of the best cybersecurity products here, and we protect hundreds of thousands, if not millions of customers around the world. But when I look at my colleagues, CISO colleagues, the biggest challenge is usually having not the right tools, having not the right talents, and dealing with many cybersecurity products, which is usually costing leg and arm. Okay, when I look what's happening in the cyberspace, I think the biggest point is malware, or you can say ransomware. But at the end, they are all classified as malware. I think these days, when I look around, I think malware is one of the biggest issues.
I agree with that. Of course, malware and how the malware is propagated. And we know that the link, so this is the person. So if we don't have training for our people, internal personnel, they will be able to propagate malware. Of course, if the endpoints are not protected, if we don't have the security. And I believe with our product, we can achieve this. We can enhance the security in our environment.
You're right, Valentine, because as we can see, the digital threat activity is at an all-time high, and the level of certification increases every day. I mean, what is a malware? You know, a malware is a legitimate code, if you think within the context of CPU, but it's designed to do illegitimate things. The code is legitimate because it works in the PC. The CPU understands the language. I mean, can you get a Windows malware and run it in a Mac PC? No, because it will be an unlegitimate code. While the code is legitimate, unfortunately, what it does is not good. As you know, Valentine, the cost of cybercrime is more than $450 billion globally. It's not me who is saying that. There is two types of organizations. One, they know they've been hacked. Two, they don't. When we look at the news, we see every single day a threat activity. An organization gets hacked, or a nation state take over of a government and learning about their secrets. So, what is the problem? The problem is there is more than 450,000 new pieces of malware detected every single day. And as you know, our threat intel team is dealing with that. For the ones that don't know, there are currently more than 1 billion malware programs out there, which makes my life as CISO hard. Why? I mean, yes, I'm a CISO, experienced CISO, who's responsible to protect one of the most attacked companies, probably. Most of the antivirus vendors get the same haters. They try to bring organizations down to show themselves better. But it's not just us, no. When we look around, we see an average 4 companies attacked by a new malware every minute. There is 17 million brand new malware instances every single month. And when we look in the last 10 years, we see a huge increase. I think I might be wrong with the number. It is 87% increase every year. And one of the other issues that I see at the CISO is the employee-to-employee malware spreading is rising each year. Somehow, the threat actor sends an email, phishing email, either, once that end user who doesn't have the right protection gets infected, hackers do lateral movement. In other words, they can basically spread the malware. Remember during COVID, if I had COVID, if I come and see you, you were getting COVID too. And this is the exact same thing when it comes to malware. Before I go to the next section of our chat, I want to highlight other statistics which I believe are really important, dear Valentine. There is more than 34,000 password attacks per minute. Again, based on our threat intel team, we see close to 2,000 IoT-based attacks, more than 1,000 DDoS attack. Based on Microsoft, there is every minute 7 phishing attacks. Let's talk about the money. The worldwide economic impact per minute is $1,150,000. This is per minute. Every minute we spend more than $285,000 to be secure. And most of the time we say it's just a malware. But do you know, Valentine, that an average cost of a malware attack is $5 per minute? I repeat, average cost of a malware attack is $5 every minute. Okay, putting all these statistics together, I'm asking you now, should I be scared? Yes, I know I'm the CISO for Xcitium, but I'm just talking on behalf of my colleagues. Should I be scared with these statistics, Valentine? What do you think?
Yeah, scary statistics.
But if I am an Xcitium customer, do you think those statistics will affect me?
From my day-to-day job when reviewing the platform, I believe let's say we cannot say that every time we can go 100%, but 99%.
There's no 100% security. I agree with you.
And I believe the product can help you a lot.
How?
And you'll be able, I can show you if you like.
Sure. I mean, is it just the antivirus part that you're gonna show me? So can you go to, let's see what you can do.
Yes. Let me show you. So I have here an endpoint that I am protecting. I'm usually doing this for to verify the product, to verify the environment that day by day it's working. So I can use also this to show you how the platform can help us. So for this,
I can see. Sorry, before you go ahead, this is a test machine has a full suite of Xcitium product, right? I can see that there is MDR, EDR, firewall, antivirus, and everything else installed. Correct?
Yes.
So this is a fully protected PC by Xcitium.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. All right, continue, please.
And also, just to being used in testing, so this is not a virtual machine; it's a physical machine. So if they are, so this will, let's say, if there are any malware that will try to not run on the virtual machine, for sure run on this one. And let's look a little bit what we can do to secure a machine, a physical machine. First thing, we need to make sure that the machine had the latest patches provided by the operating system. Always, you need to have the latest patches in order to prevent any, so like this one, or cumulative updates. So the threat actor will not be able to infiltrate on unsecure machine because he's missing a patch. So the platform will be able to help you this by installing patches directly on the machine, or just going in the and do this globally and install on all the machines. So the first thing that we need to make sure on our environment is that our machines are up to date. So we'll not offer the threat actor an opportunity to attack us. The second part is actually the security. So we have the antivirus enabled, that's why it's green. We have the firewall. We have the containment, basically the virtual environment.
What is containment?
So containment, basically, it's a virtual environment, and will automatically place any unknown software inside of the virtual environment. So if we don't know it, we'll put in to run virtually. Okay, let's use it. But if he will try to do any changes, he will do it inside of the virtual environment. Basically, he will not make any changes on the actual machine on the hard drive.
So containment is a patent technology by us, right?
Yes,
So
it is.
let's continue and let's see.
Of course. Now, let's say the antivirus that it's present on this machine is like any other antivirus. It's based on the antivirus database. It's a technology that everyone knows. So if it's based on the antivirus database, basically you will say, okay, if you don't have the signature for that new malware, then you will not be protected. This is where the containment will help you, because if we don't know it, we run inside the virtual environment. And besides containment, you'll have also heaps, the action, you'll have firewall, and all these security layers will protect your endpoint. If one of them is not able, so the antivirus doesn't have the signature for a new malware, containment will be there always to protect you. And everything that is running inside of the virtual environment will not harm you.
Okay, Valentine, everybody is saying the same thing, all right? Can you please go ahead and show me? Can you connect to a website, download a malware? I mean, of course, people will not do that, but can you show me the product in action?
Actually, yes.
As CISO, I said in the beginning, Valentine is my right hand in the organization. So how are you helping me manage our internal environment if an end user gets a malware?
Let's do this.
So you're connecting remotely to the machine through our internal tools?
Yes, I will do it.
I think we should mention that because not too many vendors give this opportunity, inbuilt opportunity to connect remotely to the end users, right?
Yes, so once you have the agent present on the machine, you'll be able to take control of the machine, so do a remote.
With the permission of the end user, of course.
Yes, of course. Depending how you set up in the settings, you'll be able to provide this information to the end user to allow it or not. Right now in our test, I was able to connect directly. So depending how you set up, this is how the remote will work.
Perfect. So what is this website? What are you doing now?
So this is the first website that I have found on the basically by searching. So I wanted not to show our website, because if it's us, we'll say, okay, this is internally. No, let's use something externally.
So it's third-party company?
Exactly, third party, so will not be any problems associated with this. So as you can see on the date, these pieces of code have just been placed here, uploaded. I can upload any of them. The product is present on this physical machine and should protect us. So should I try it?
Please go ahead.
Okay. Any of them.
I mean, in a real life scenario, this malware come to our end users either via phishing, via different ways. But for this purpose, we just go and double click and download the malware for the demonstration purposes.
And I will need to place infected. So as you can see here, I'm not even able to extract this malware, because if we are looking inside of the zip, we see the file. It's an application. If we are going back, the application is not even basically our antivirus has already placed the application in the quarantine.
Without allowing to extract it.
Yes. Let's open and let's verify our quarantine. And do you see here DF71 And here it is, the F71. It's already placed in the quarantine. So
this is because this is already in our database, correct?
yeah, he already knows. So what he has uploaded here, even if it's a couple of seconds old, we already know about it. Let's try again. If we are.
So what if it's not in the database?
So let's. I see that here it's saying that it's signed. Let's see if this will be able to behave differently. So download it. And at least we'll be able to unzip it. Let's see. Infected. Okay, so here
So
it
this
is.
looks like a PDF, but it's an exe.
Yes.
So nice software engineering trick.
Yes. And let's run and see how the software will protect us. Also, please look on this side. I have used the widget just to show if any application is running in containment, we'll be able to see it directly in the real time in the widget. And I hope this will help us. Here it is, do you see? It's inside
Yes.
of the virtual environment. But of course, we'll be able to see more logs.
So what happened? Am I infected now? Or are you infected now?
No,
Why?
because he is trying to execute, but is not executing on the actual physical machine. It's executing in our virtual environment. So any changes that he will do it there. If he's trying to create a folder, he will do it in the virtual environment, but not on the actual physical path on the machine. So at the end, once he will finish, I will just be able to reset the virtual environment and like was not even there. So right now, I can see it. So if it was indeed a PDF, I will be able to open the PDF, but it's not even opening a PDF file. So I'm not seeing anything on the machine. So I can just close it if I like.
So quick question, why does it say trusted there? I guess this is because the malware was signed. The hacker is trying to trick the antivirus while signing the malware. Correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah. So that's why I believe it was with the status signed on the page. So let's say that the user double click on this file. Nothing happened. We see it here.
It's already 2.
Yes, because I have opened second time. So we see it here that it's in a virtual environment, but the user doesn't see anything on his desktop. Maybe he's expecting, I don't know, a specific document. But actually, this one doesn't even open a document. So he will try it again. Double click. He will even try to run it as administrator. He will say, oh no, I really want to see that. Run as administrator. Let's see, will it change anything? Nothing. As you can see, the number of the files that are running inside of the virtual environment slowly rising. But you can do many things to this will not actually, let's say, run on the physical machine, because in our case, it's an exe and it's not a PDF. We can see it, the extension. So even if the threat actor have tried to, let's say, to mislead our user, our product is protecting the user from itself. You can say like that. And on our side, if we are going, and let's say I'm opening now the logs on the machine, but we can see the same logs on the
Powerful.
on the console. Sorry. Let's and if we are going inside of the containment, you see it? We are seeing it here. Let me. Oh no. DB1964, if I'm correct. This was the. Here it is. DB1964. Here are all the logs. We can also see if this malware try to do any other actions. Let's see. Did Hips seen anything? No, he didn't try to do any other action. He's still inside of the virtual environment. Did he try to communicate outside? Oh yeah, look what he's trying to do. So basically, this malware is trying to exfiltrate data. So as you can see, 804.11.47 on the machine. Look at the log, 11.47. So he's trying to communicate.
You can see destination IP and everything, right?
Yeah. This is the destination IP where he's trying to report. And look, he's still generating data continuously. Look. Because he is thinking that is running on the actual
all in contained area.
Yes, and let me show you. We can do the very easy thing. We can open the product. We can go to the tasks like this, and we can go to the containment tasks. And you know what? Look here, you have 6 of them, and there's changes. That's it. The machine, nothing happened. No more application running inside of the virtual environment. If we are going, oh no, I didn't want to do that. Close, please. And if we are going to logs, and if we are going back to our fire logs, and even if we try to refresh, you see that no more logs are generated because everything that has run inside of the virtual environment is no longer running, but didn't affect the actual physical machine. So besides this small test with a new piece of code that I didn't know about it, I have also tested multiple pieces from this site. I have tested multiple applications. If you like to see this, what I have tested previously, there is a video, just to have the peace of mind that even if you don't have the signature and the antivirus doesn't have the signature to put it in the quarantine, the product is still able to protect you. It's able to protect you using the containment. It's able to protect you using HIPS, basically the action, and it's able to protect you using the firewall. As you can see, he has stopped the connection of the malicious software to going outside and communicate, maybe exfiltrate data, or depending what he was trying to do.
Perfect, thank you. Valentine, with this, I can clearly say that all the statistics that I talked about is irrelevant to me because I set up the product right and I can trust on Xcitium.
Yes.
Perfect. With this, we're coming to this end of this week's video. Next week, we're going to cover new issue which CISOs face, and hopefully Valentine and I, we're going to show you how Xcitium can help you to be more secure. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you for your time, all. All the best from my side. Also, the long video that's showing different pieces of malware that was tested will be available And I will encourage everyone, go on any site that you like and test it. See. So seeing is believing. Please test.
Thank you. See you next week.